everybody. Welcome to the Good Doctor's Diagnose for this Wednesday, February 12th, almost halfway through the month of February.
What is it? Nonsense.
We are, as ever, the Good Doctors. I'm Dr. Erin.
Dr. Kristen.
And we're here with our pop culture Good Doctor's Diagnose this week to explain, for some of you out there who might not be aware of where this phrase came from or what the H-double hockey sticks it means, we're talking about OK Boomer. And I'm sure if you've been watching the news or the media or a TV show
or you're on Twitter,
you've been on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, you've seen somebody use this phrase. You might not know what it means.
And also, if you haven't seen it, you're missing nothing. And we'll see you next video.
It has bled further and further into society. Mm-hmm. Apparently, according to Wikipedia, its origins date back to 2009 on a Reddit, which cool. But it started to become popular last year, and it was turned into a meme and gained a lot more popularity when it was used in a particular political instance in New Zealand, where a younger political representative in New Zealand dismissed an older colleague. So that is usually the context in which it is used, in which a younger millennial or Gen Z person dismisses the kind of perceived to be out of touch statements of a person who's a member of the baby boomer generation. And so they would say something like, oh, all millennials are lazy. They have no work ethic. You could just go, okay, boomer. Like, that's fine. So it is now a phrase that we use, much like twerking became a phrase that we used. But it has a lot to do with intergenerational conflict and differences, which we talk a lot about, and it may have bled into your office, which is why we wanted to talk about it here on the Good Doctors Diagnose and share our thoughts about it. So first of all, we would like to say that while we understand it comes from a place of possibly genuine concern, we do not feel it is an appropriate phrase for young people to use in professional circumstances.
No, I mean, it's dismissive. And from our perspective, anything that is dismissive of another person's opinion is a problem. I will say that the OK Boomer response is often to something that is also a dismissive statement, like yes. Dr. Erin responded. And those kind of dismissive statements that start with all millennials are, should also be banned from your office place. Yeah. So it's a both and kind of conversation here. We use it in a joking manner between ourselves. I can't lie. And a lot of our friends do too. I will say also, I have boomer friends that say it too, because it's more, while it is very ageist in its tone and its purpose, really what it is saying is that there is a mindset that is out of touch, mm-hmm. that has very little to do with someone's age realistically. But because it is most commonly attached to age, we need to be very careful about it. However, our other thing, as we always ask you guys to do, is investigate further. If it's being used in your office, why?
Yeah.
Why is it being used? What people are saying dismissive things about younger generations? What stereotypes are being allowed to persist within your organization about generations? I would very much, we both would like to ban the phrase all millennials are lazy from the planet
so
forever, perpetually. There is absolutely no way to make universal comments about any generation that around behavior like that. We can talk about the cultures that they were brought up in, the technological shifts. This may contribute to someone feeling this way. You can't ever make giant statements like that. We all do. Don't get me wrong. We are not exempt from this, but we have seen the toxicity that breeds in organizations when you allow generalized statements like all millennials are or OK Boomer to be the vernacular used in your organization.
That's right. And you'll notice if you've been following us on social media over this past couple of weeks, we are talking a lot about generational differences, particularly starting with this phrase, kind of our leaping off point, all millennials are lazy. So look out we've had blog posts, LinkedIn articles, all sorts of discussions happening around how to deal with the fact that most US workplaces have anywhere from 4 to 5 different generations represented currently at one time, which is a lot of people with a lot of different lived experiences and perceptions of the workplace all working together.
Yep.
So even if this isn't something that's necessarily happening, you haven't heard OK Boomer used in your office, take this video as an opportunity to assess what is being talked about in your office, how the different generations are and aren't working well together,
Yep.
and what you can do to help grease those wheels so that there's more understanding from where people are coming from, where those thoughts and experiences and opinions that lead to generalized statements are coming from, and what you can do to dispel any of those myths to help bring a better cohesiveness and harmony to your office culture. But that is all we have for this brief venture into OK Boomer. That's everything for this week for the Good Doctors Diagnose. We will see you all on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.